What's going on, guys? Metal Complex here, and unfortunately today I'm going to be talking about something that is not good at all. Last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, YouTube demonetized my entire channel. I'm uploading this video to offer clarification on that, what it means for me moving forward, how it can impact potentially other channels that are like mine, and how it can potentially impact you guys. First off, right off the bat, what I want to say is YouTube did not take away my ability to upload new content. They are not removing my old content from the platform. That's not what's happening. I'm not banned from YouTube. What they did is they took away the ad revenue, or the money that is generated from the ads before, during, and after my videos. That's what happened. It was confusing because I wasn't offered much of an explanation, which is something that I'm sure you guys have heard from other content creators. We're going to talk about that. I want to explain to you guys what happened and how I feel about it. If you're wondering, how can I help? Is there a way that I can help? Yes, there is. If you're subscribed, stay subscribed and make sure your notifications are turned on. If you're not subscribed, it would be awesome if you did subscribe. That would mean the world to me. But really, the thing that would be the best is if you shared this video. Share it with as many people as possible, not just for my benefit, but for the benefit of everybody in the community, especially those other content creators out there who depend heavily, if not entirely, on ad revenue to keep their channel going. If it happened to me, somebody who views these objects strictly as tools and nothing else, somebody who only does tabletop overviews, breaking down the little complexities, the interesting details of composition and construction, right? Geometry, all of that stuff. If it happened to me, it can definitely happen to anybody. So if you are a viewer, somebody who regularly watches knife content on YouTube, and you have a channel that you love, it's possible that that channel is operating entirely, like the funding for their channel is 100% ad revenue. So if that were taken away, that channel potentially would not be able to, or it would be very difficult to continue to make content. They could still potentially make content, but running a channel does have a cost. Depending on what you do, how much time you put into it, it definitely does cost money. So I don't want to see this happen to one of those other great channels out there who really relies on ad revenue. If you're wondering how you can help, that is definitely not only a way that you can help me, but you can help in a lot of ways the entire knife community here on YouTube and also on other platforms. This video is not meant as a whining, screaming, crying, complaining, I don't want to come off as entitled or I also don't want to come off as somebody who thinks they are above the rules. YouTube provides the platform, they make the rules. Some of the rules I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean that I don't have to follow them. As far as I was concerned, and as somebody who regularly looks at the policies, regularly reads through everything, and tries to create content that is compliant with those rules, which is easy for me because, well, up to this point, I've always found it easy because I thought none of this stuff is stuff that I would feel compelled to make the topic of an upload, right? I'm just reviewing products. I'm reviewing tools for people who are seeking this information, people who are confused about what it is that they're buying, or perhaps new people who are fearful or view folding knives in negative light because they only view them as harmful items. I would actually, I welcome people like that so that they can get the right information here, get helpful and beneficial information. And because I want people to understand that these are not items that they're not harmful items. They're not items that are exclusively used in a harmful way. 99.999% of people out there carrying and using folding knives are carrying and using them as the objects that they are intended to be, which is, it's a tool, right? So that's what this is. That's all it's ever been, and that's all that it ever will be. There was not much of an explanation when they demonetized me. I got an automated email that said, sorry, we found that your content is not suitable for ad revenue generation anymore. It's just not appropriate. We know that this can be, devastating, and, check out our help section for information on, what you can do to change that. And I was like, all right, but the first question is why? I need to know what happened before I can figure out what I need to change. So I went into my monetization settings on YouTube to see if I could get further information on why. And it just said that your ad revenue has been, canceled or shut off because of potentially harmful weapons, showing potentially harmful weapons, or the sale of harmful weapons. Basically, it painted a very specific picture. The system or some person just decided that knives are exclusively dangerous objects, and it doesn't matter how they're being shown, they're just not appropriate. YouTube's rules, YouTube's policies, but it has never been a problem in the past, and we are, I'm forced to go by their definition in this situation of what a weapon is. The word weapon can be applied to literally anything. Literally anything. So in this situation, let's say I was entirely relying on ad revenue, which I am fortunate. I want to make this clear. I'm fortunate in that ad revenue is not the only way that I pay for things on this channel. I do have Patreon. Thank you very much to my Patreon supporters. You can find a link for Patreon right down below. And I also generate revenue from the affiliate links. That may have actually been the problem. If that was the problem, again, YouTube, you can reach out to me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I know that it'd be a miracle if they were watching and actually did, right? Whoever they are. Yeah, if that was the problem, I would like further clarification on that, because there's nothing in the policies that says, in fact, there's a specific section that does say affiliate links are completely and totally fine. So I'd want clarification on that. But again, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. They didn't explain which video or videos or what element of my channel is a problem. If there's a problem, I'm more than happy to do everything that I can to fix it. And if fixing it means changing my content in a way that it makes it something that it isn't, currently right now, then it may be a situation where it's just like, they have a policy that states that they're not gonna let me generate ad revenue if this is the way that my content is going to be. If that's the case, then all right, I'm still gonna make content. I'm still able to do that, right? But I have to assume that this is a mistake. There's nothing harmful here. There never has been. And there are so many other channels out there who make exactly the same type of harmless content, talking about objects that are no more harmless than other common household items that there are plenty of other YouTube channels dedicated to those types of things, right? I just feel like this has to be a mistake. And if it isn't, it's a very potentially dangerous thing for other channels, or it's a scary thing for a lot of other channels, doing the same thing as me. So that's what I'm looking for, is an explanation, not a prioritized explanation. Again, there are lots of other people out there dealing with this at the exact same time right now. They're just as important as me, and in fact, in a lot of ways, people who rely entirely on ad revenue, I would say it's more important to them than it is to me. But I just really don't want this happening to other people. I want to learn from this. I want to know what types of things potentially. Again, I've read through the policies. Like, I've used a magnifying glass basically on the policies to understand what can potentially get my channel demonetized, what is definitely not okay for YouTube, right? And I have up to this point felt like I was perfectly compliant. So I am at a complete loss to understand exactly what happened here. And I know that this same type of thing can happen to other channels. I just want to know, what do I need to change? What do I need to avoid moving forward? I definitely still want to use the platform to upload content. And I don't want to accidentally, if this was the case, I don't want to accidentally or indirectly spread harmful information. It's hard for me to say that because nothing about this channel is harmful. Anyways, Guys, that's all that this really needs to be. I don't know that this video needs to be more than it is right now. This is a bummer. It is definitely a dent in the channel's progression. It's going to make some things more difficult, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep making content. Please share this video. I'll say it one more time. Please share this video, if not for my benefit, for the benefit of all the other wonderful content creators out there, or for your own benefit so that you can keep watching this type of stuff and enjoying this type of stuff for the same reasons that we do, right? Please do that. If you enjoyed this video, or you feel the same as me, or you sympathize with me, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.